Hello? 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 Tafadhali kimya. 5 Honorable Stephen Tarus. 6 Honorable Wycliffe Ambetsa Paranya. 7 Honorable Charity Kaloki Ngilu. 8 Honorable Peter Kenneth. 9 Honorable Peter Munya. 10 Honorable Lee Kinyanjui, the governor of Nakuru County. After reviewing the committee's report, because the committee prepared a report to me, which I have reviewed, I have also decided to nominate a core team that will help me form the Azimio government. I have nominated Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as the Chief Cabinet Secretary with the responsibility to coordinate and supervise functions of the government. For the third arm of government, I nominate Honorable Kenneth Marende as the Speaker of the Senate. I further nominate Honorable Wycliffe Ambetsa Paranya as the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury. Honorable Peter Munya as Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Chairman of the Kenya Productive Sector. I repeat, Cabinet Secretary for Agriculture and Chairman of Kenya Productive Sector. And Honorable Ali Hassan Joho as Cabinet Secretary for Lands to deal with the historical land injustices in the Coast region and within the borders of the Republic of Kenya once and for all. The public servants I have nominated above need no introduction. Their commitment to Kenya to change, efficiency, and their energy speak for itself. But to achieve my aspirations as President on behalf of the millions of our people, the Constitution requires me to have a helper. For Moses to lead the Israelites to Canaan, he needed Joshua. When Moses could not go to battle, Joshua covered up for him. When the arms of Moses got tired in combat, Joshua swiftly moved into action to cover the gaps. For Moses to accomplish his mission, he needed a true and faithful Joshua by his side. And for me to be a successful flag bearer for Azimio la Umoja, I need an effective Joshua on my side. One who will not be a turncoat in the middle of the battle or abandon post for other exploits. I need a team player with fidelity to Project Kenya. After a long search, accompanied by much reflection and consultation, we have finally arrived at a person fit to occupy the office of Joshua in our republic. But before I mention this person, I want to draw a distinction between the office of the Deputy President and the person of the Deputy President. Hello? According to our constitution, the office of the Deputy President is meant to be the President's workshop. It is meant to be the Principal Assistant's office, meaning that all the heavy lifting is expected to occur here. Like Joshua in the Bible, the Principal Assistant is meant to be a problem solver to the President and not a problem to the President. This office is meant to lighten the burden of the President and to ease the yoke he carries. It is meant to be a workshop where ideas are tested and innovations are incubated. It is also the President's last line of defense administratively. If office of the Deputy President is a workshop, the person who holds this office must bear certain characteristics. This person cannot be a competitor to the President. They have to complement the President. The person has to be a co-worker and a co-creator with the President. And following intense consultations, we have decided that the holder of this office has to be a woman. Hello? Hello? I will continue. After 60 years of independence, we cannot be the male domination. We cannot excuse the male domination of the executive. For the first time in the history of our republic, and on the 7th multi-party election, history is calling us to close the gender gap in our country. History is calling on us to reciprocate the struggles and fidelity of our women. History is calling on us to produce our first woman Deputy President. Hello? Tafadhali, 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 kimya. Tafadhali, tafadhali, tafadhali. Tafadhali vijana. Vijana hoi. Mamama hai. Tunaendelea. And I now want to describe to you the person. At the age of 24, this woman was appointed a magistrate to adjudicate on matters of men. A few years later, she became the youngest woman to be elected a member of parliament in central Kenya. And she went on to serve in the capacity for 20 years. Of these 20 years, she was a cabinet minister for 6 years, serving in different portfolios. The woman we offer as the proposed deputy president is also known to have incredible credentials in the fight for our second liberation. In 1990, for instance, I was arrested and placed in detention without trial. At that time, very few lawyers were prepared to represent me. But this woman, then a young lawyer, led a team of 27 lawyers to defend my legal detention. When I moved a motion in Parliament to set up a select committee on constitutional reforms and was deserted by my colleagues in the opposition, only she and the late George Moseti Anyona stood by me. This woman is a fighter and is not a quitter. This woman has a safe pair of hands, seasoned by the struggle for our second liberation and service to the country in many capacities. This woman has a beautiful soul as exhibited by her love and passion for her children and grandchildren. This woman will be a great co-creator and will make a remarkable first Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. As a co-worker, I want her to finalize the unfinished business of making our Constitution. And I want this done because when the late Mwai Kibaki and I put for the 2010 Constitution, we admitted that it was a work in progress and it needed some further work. Because I'm a man of my word, I will task her with the assignment of completing what we started. And I am persuaded that she has the right pair of hands to accomplish this task. My dear Kenyans, cometh the hour, cometh the lady. I have the great honor to announce that I have picked as my running mate and Cabinet Secretary for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, the Honorable Martha Wangari Karua.
Naomba tukae.